Hello everyone. In this video, we're going to understand what is Git. Git is version control tool. Git is most commonly used version control tool. Git tracks the changes you make to the files. So you have a record of what has been done and you can revert to a specific version should you ever need to. It also makes collaborations easier, allowing changes by multiple people to all be merged into one source. Let's understand now its meaning in detail. Let's say we are working in a team and we are working on one of the projects. Now you made some changes. Those changes are on your local system. Other team member will not get those changes until or unless you don't share it on the centralized repository. So if you want to share your code at the centralized location and make the code consistent, we will be using some version control tool and that is called Git. So Git is very easy to collaborate with different tools too. You can collaborate it with Eclipse IDE and send your project from there. And multiple users can make changes on it. As benefit of this is I'll get to know that which user made change at what time. And accordingly, if I want to undo any change, if we want to undo any change, we can undo that too. A Git repository contains all the project files and the entire revision history. That means we know that who made changes at what time. If I want to save that and make that as a permanent change, I can commit it. It need not to be that it should be a project only. Any folder, anything you can share over the repository. Now, there's always a confusion that what is Git or what is GitHub. GitHub, guys, is a website where you can make a repository, and Git is a tool with the help of which you create the repository. So Git is a tool with the help of you make the repository, and GitHub is a website where you make repository. There are two actions Git can perform. One is called push and second is pull. Push means that you can send your project or any folder, send your project from local system, that is your system, to repository, to your repository. So this is called push. But if I talk about pull, that means you can take project from repository and save or store it in local system. So opposite of, so this is opposite of push. So this is the difference in pull and push. Now let's understand how we create it. So we will be simply typing here github.com. You can sign up. So here we can write our username and password. Versions repository. So here I will be passing the email address. So Roishans Shira1 at gmail.com. And you can write down the password here. You can ask for the verification here and second. Create account. And now we will be verifying with our email. Guys, this is how you get the verification email. You can click on verify address. And here we go. This is our repository. Here you can make your repository. But before starting it, let's download the Windows version of Git. So we'll type here, download Git for Windows. So we'll choose this first link over here. Scroll it down. So we'll click on this 64-bit Git for Windows setup. You will get the setup here. After your setup got downloaded, you can start executing it. It will ask you that it can make changes. You can click on yes and then click on next. This is the location where it will get installed. Click on next. So I already had Git on my system. So it's asking me it already exists. Would you like to install to that folder anyway? Yes. In your case, if you're first time doing it, you won't see this message. Click on next now. So this is the name which you will get on the desktop. Click on next. Again next, we'll click on next again, then again next. So keep on clicking on next and we'll choose the by default options and then we'll click on install. We can click on finish here. And now we'll go to our repository. And here you can create a new repository by clicking on this plus sign. You can choose new repository and here you can give name of your repository. Let's say my project. You will get two options here. One is public and second is private. Public means anyone on the internet can see this repository, but you can choose who can commit. So you have a choice. You can choose that who can make changes to your code. Whereas in private, it's not like anyone can see it. Even that you can choose that who is allowed to see your code and who is allowed to commit to this repository. After choosing it for public, I'm going to click on create repository. Here guys, GitHub is giving you, so GitHub here is giving you all the commands. These are the commands. So we're going to start with it one by one. First of all, we will be choosing the location of our project, which we want to send over the repository. So here, this is my project. Let's say I want to send this project. So I'll right click on it, go to its properties. So copy this location, Control C, apply and close. And now here in my search box, I will be typing CMD or Git CMD. So if you have already installed the Git, you will get Git CMD. But if you are not seeing Git CMD over there, you can simply type CMD2. So you have both options of CMD as well as Git CMD. I'm going to choose Git CMD. Again, guys, there is no problem. You can choose any of them. Just for making it specific, I'm choosing Git CMD. Here we will be simply writing CD, that is change directory, and we will paste the location which we just copied of our project. Enter it. So now we are at the location of project. First command you're going to do is you will be writing is to initialize the repository. So you will write git init. So initialized empty git repository at this location. So your repository is initialized. After this, now we'll go to our GitHub page and copy the URL. So let's see that. We'll copy this URL, which is in my push code. This URL you can copy. So Control C. And we will be putting it over here. So Control V. And now we'll press enter. Now we will check status of our project. So we'll write git status. So these are some files which are not committed. So these are untracked files. Use git add methods and the file names to include in what will be committed. So we need to write a command to add this. So in order to do so, we'll simply write git add. And if you want to add all the files, you will write dot here. So git add dot, click on enter here. So all these files are entered over there. Now, so we'll again check the status by typing git status. And on branch master, no commit yet. And these are the changes to be committed. These changes are committed. Now we'll commit it. In order to commit this, you will be simply writing. So here the commands are given. You will simply write git commit. This one. Control C. So we will commit this. So Control V. So now it is committed. Complete data is committed. You can check again by checking the status here. Again, you can type git status and see. Nothing to commit. Working tree clean. That means Everything is already committed. There's nothing left to commit. Now we will be writing the next command. We will write git config global user dot email, and here you will write your email in inverted quotes with which you created the GitHub repository. So in my case, it is roshonshira1 at gmail.com. So I'll have space in global and user email. I'll click on enter. So now I have configured, this is my email. So now I'll write the command to push the code. And at the end, you will write git push -u origin master. Click on enter. It's asking you for the authentication. We can click on enter because it is for default. After this, it will navigate you to this window. Here we're going to choose authorize Git credential manager. Authentication succeed. So we will be closing this tab. And now we will log in into our GitHub account. So let's see. I'll go to my repository, your repository here. Click on my project and you will see the complete code is committed over here. So guys, this is how you can push your code over the repository. And here I can see complete code. All my packages, all my test layers, everything is imported over here. So guys, that's all for this video. Thanks for now.